yeah, Ineffa got a little bit of a buff. She got a new artifact set, although technically you could just give that artifact set to Aino here. I'm a little more inclined to give her just this artifact set because this is giving everybody on the team 120 elements mastery. So this is likely the artifact set that she's going to be running. So that's the first buff that she got. I'm just trying to get to the, showcase as soon as possible, but I got to explain this stuff for you guys. And then as for the second buff that she got this moon sign thing, basically all you need to know is that because we're running Furina and Nevi, 36% damage bonus to our reaction damage, or it's lunar damage, right? So it's not necessarily the reaction, because obviously Ineffa here hits lunar damage without actually having to do the reaction. So let's get into it now. Here is the card. And let's go ahead and see. The last time I showcased Ineffa and I said she was really good, I had 53,000 damage in the thumbnail. So we are looking to beat that this video. It would be very, very nice to actually beat that. However, I don't necessarily know what conditions that was in. It could have been that I used, Bennett and I stayed in field with Ineffa, but I'm pretty sure she hits harder if you do that. So let's see automatically what kind of damage numbers are we hitting here. 24,000. Now there we go with Aino doing actually nothing. 39,000, 29,000, not looking entirely bad. 25,000, 32,000, 35,000. So not hugely amazing, right? Like not that crazy. But again, keep in mind, Ineffa here is now not just providing, she's not just providing her all-field damage as she used to be, right? Or she's also shielding you. But, she used to only provide the all-field damage and the shield. Now, she's giving every single character 120 elements of mastery. So, who do you think that would be good for? All right, so big thing is, I don't have characters, like, built that well. So
insurmountable problem, I presume.
How? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some fun stuff. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead. We're going to use this team. I have no idea if Aino is going to actually be useful in this team. I want to build Aino, but I'm farming for Flynn's, right? So I really am trying to make sure I get Flynn's materials up. God, Aino's so cute. This character has to have... Is she the cutest character in the game? I think Nahida would be second, right? Like, we can all agree Nahida would kind of be like second. We wouldn't really, there's not really another competition character, right? Klee is cool, but she's a 1.0 model, so it doesn't look as good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, child model from 1.0, not necessarily that cool. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but like she just doesn't like carry a finished and like polished look like Nahida and Beyond like has, right? So let's go ahead. We're gonna see this now. I have no idea if Aino's gonna work or not. I'm just hoping that she does. I'm literally just hoping that she does. Just miraculously, Aino, please work for us. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter. All we need here is a little bit of things. I completely forgot that she also gave elemental mastery before that. 42, not bad. All right, I'll take it. Hi, Aino. Do you apply off field right now? You did. Well, actually, she is. So, I guess I could talk about 360 elements of mastery. 360. That's pretty good. My Arlecchino has 120. Yeah, I completely forgot about the other Ineffa passive when I was talking about her. 42,000 on this team where she wasn't really getting buffed at all. I will absolutely take that. That's great. I mean, let's be honest here. It's not unlikely that Columbina comes out. Oh, I'm a hydro applicator. Who would have guessed? It's not entirely impossible for that to happen. Coincidentally, every single time we've had an Archon level character or the Archon replacement, whatever, technically they've all been Archon so far. But, Columbina's going to be the Archon replacement this update. So, like, let's go ahead, think about it, chat, okay? If I can find him, it's probably better if I just sort by, like, character archive, and I can actually just go like, oh, hey, 1.0 characters. Venti, applying animal off field with his burst. Zhongli, applying off field Gia with his E skill, although not necessarily first time intentional. Good. Raiden, applying off-field Electro with her E-skill. I don't know. Nahida, applying off-field Dendro with her E-skill. Nahida, or Furina, applying off-field Hydro with her E-skill. Mavuika, applying off-field Pyro damage with her E-skill. Yeah. So, just a coincidence, don't you think? Oh God, my cup. I just punted my cup onto my keyboard. Don't you think it's a little bit coincidence? All right. So I mean, yeah, dude, this has been great. I mean, we've seen Ineffa 42,000 damage, literally, because, well, the thing was, on the previous team, this character's not getting buffed at all, right? This is also not considering Ino, who is technically a buff towards her because this character is buffing electro or in lunar charge damage, right? This is pretty good. She's buffing those damages. So, you know, pretty good. You have to summon for Flins or Yelan, right? So not necessarily the kind of characters you would want to summon for if you're not, well, I guess if you have Ineffa, you theoretically, I kind of made this video trying to look at, you know, people who didn't have Ineffa, right? Like people who, oh, or they don't want to get Flins. They, you know, I summoned for Ineffa and they revealed Flins and I'm kind of bummed out by his kit and the way that it works. It seems like it's going to be very akin to Verissa and Chloride or Chlorind. So it's a little tough, right? And I did, oh yeah, again, I forgot to mention that she does buff Elemental Mastery, yeah, 6% of her attack by 20 seconds, for 20 seconds. So that is a pretty nice thing for Ineffa to be doing. Now, I guess I do have an Elemental Mastery Sands on right now. Let me quickly check if I have an attack percent. I do have an attack percent, but is it usable? I'll go ahead and I'll raise this up real quick and we'll use the same Arlecchino team real quick and we'll see how strong this is. Okay, so not necessarily an amazing, you know, stat, but we do now have an extra like 300 attack. So let's go ahead and get into showcasing this. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna see now the damage that we can actually do here. I mean, if I raised Ino, I wonder if I would actually enjoy using her like this, because don't kill me. Whew. I really thought I was about to die. 46. That's pretty good. And she's giving Arlecchino even more. Bro, 160 from... Dude. Yeah, man. I mean, like, the capybara is getting knocked around everywhere because of the way that this works. But if he wasn't, we'd probably do a fair chunk of damage. And we're talking about, again, Ino's not fully leveled. 46,000 to just use her on a team where she's providing now 120 elemental mastery along with, I mean, what exactly is this? There's no limit on this passive, right? So it's just 6% of her attack. So, like, 6% of 2,192. How much is that? That's 131. This character is literally Nahida. She is giving 250 elemental mastery to Arlecchino and doing like 47,000, 46,000 damage easily and providing a shield. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. This character is just insanely good. So, silver lining for those who may have gotten Ineffa and, you know, didn't necessarily actually want Flins. They thought they wanted him, but, you know, they revealed what his kit looks like and what, you know, sort of how they are presenting his animations and stuff. And maybe you turned around on him and were like, I don't really like him anymore. Ineffa's still insane. Like, I'm using this team, right? Again, Columbina's probably going to come out. And if you get Columbina, Ino's going to go away. Most likely. Most likely Ino's going to go away. And you can just use this team for Mavuika. This exact team. Use Shieldon and Ineffa. Even you could probably, I think, use Ino for Mavuika if you needed to. Like, this team's really good. Like, really good. 250 elemental mastery, guys. That's really good. Like, there's not really much else to say. That's just really good. 250 elemental mastery. Just, this is good. And not to mention how well she works with Lauma. Because Lauma gives a flat boost to Bloom and Hyper Bloom and stuff, I've often found that using Ineffa at like 500-ish EM, you know, you put an Elemental Mastery Sands on her, use her like that. I've found that she's been very, very effective in doing Hyper Bloom damage, and then on top of that, doing her own damage. Like, it's been really good. Like, genuinely very good. Overall using Ineffa like this. So I would say, yeah, Ineffa, very, very good. If she was Dendro, she would be insane, right? Like, if she was Dendro, and the reason why I say if she was Dendro is because we've known how insane Nahida is. Like, Nahida's still really good, and she can make use of Dendro very effectively, I would say. Burn for Mulanni, right? Like, there are a lot of things, a lot of situations. I think Electro hurts her pretty badly because Electro is not necessarily a, character reaction that you want, right? There's not really much to do with Electro. I mean, for the last couple times, the Electro DPSs have been overload, and that's not necessarily that great of a team for off-field Electro applicators, because a lot of the times you're using your Electro DPS to apply, and then you're running 3 Pyro characters, right? Or Eonson. You're not really running characters like Ineffa. So interesting. I do think that her element, if anything, is what holds her back. Although I doubt that that's going to hold her back in approximately like 5 days, right? In approximately 5 days, 22 hours, and 19 minutes, I don't think it's going to hold her back that much. 250 elemental mastery to your characters, right? That's really insane. To just slap that on a character, that is really good. And that'll be good for both, basically, honestly, any team. Like, realistically, any team, would that be good? I feel like it would. Like, I feel like that's going to be good for almost any future team, right? Like, because, Nodcry is so based on reactions and stuff. Although they do directly do reaction damage rather than, triggering reactions, which doesn't necessarily scale off of their EM all the time. But, I mean, man, that's really insane. Like, very good overall. Like, good job, chat. Good job, Hoyo, whatever. Ineffa seems very good now with her artifact set, with all of her stuff. And she's about to get a dedicated main DPS. Ineffa's gonna be a very, very strong character. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.